Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. What's up, YouTube? And we're continuing more MSQ. The last thing I remember yesterday, just real quick too, we tried a thing where I'd take a stab at streaming on Twitch again, and we simultaneously recorded and streamed on Twitch, and it was fun. It was cool. It was fun. However, it's a bit distracting from the MSQ, so I don't think I'll be streaming MSQ anymore. I just wanted to, because I used to. If you've been watching my playthrough long enough, you know that I used to. But I think it flows better if I don't. So we won't be doing that anymore. Anyways, let's continue here. The last thing I remember yesterday was we were on the run from the Sekusugimi after Lise knocked the shit out of Gyoto, the Namazu, and then we got help from Soroban here, who was a turtle or a tortoise. And now we're speaking with Hancock. With Lise. I'm still annoyed he tried to deceive us, but at least we were prepared for it. Even so, next time we should probably try to avoid running around Kugane in the middle of the night with half the city guards snapping at our heels. I mean, I agree. Right then, Kyoto should be coming around soon. I think it's time we had a little chat, don't you? Rise and shine, little fishy. I know you can hear me, so stop pretending to be asleep or I'll give you another ride on my boot. No more boots. All my secrets are yours for the asking. Tell us what you know about Yugiri and Gosetsu. Every last detail. And if I find out later that you lied to me... No more lies. The clear, unvarnished truth, you have my word. Only the samurai did I meet. Yes, only him. He asked for a ship, so I provided an introduction to the Guardians. You mean you led him into a trap, as you did us, because you're an Imperial spy? No, I am no spy. It was just business. Fewer ships pass through Kugane these days, and we have struggled to make ends meet. So when the Guardians offered a bounty for any domins found in Kogane... Oh, my mistake. You're not a spy, but a common cutthroat. Not that I'm surprised. You need half a brain to be a spy. So what happened to the Alice and Lise are digging into him, and I love it. Such a cruel, vicious tongue you have. Would not go quietly, no. Blades were drawn, men were cut down, and the Sekusugimi came. They took the samurai away. Hold on a moment. You mean to tell me that the Ijin they arrested the other day was Gosetsu? Had I but known. If he is in the custody of the Sekusugimi, I need only to see it to that... Slow down. I need only see to it that the requisite funds find their way into the right official's hands, and your friend will walk free. As it is in Old Da, so it is in Kugane, but given the circumstances, it seems we have no choice but to resort to morally questionable means. We'll make a pragmatist out of you yet, Master Alphinaud. Clearly, I've had too much coffee as I drink more. You are free to wait here while I speak with the relevant official, but if you would rather wait for Gosetsu outside the barracks, we can go together. I wouldn't put it past the Imperials to try something again, so mayhap it would be best if Lise, Amask, and I joined you. Alright, but what about you, Gyoto? I will keep an eye on him for the time being. You can release him after you return with Gosetsu. You will doubtless have some choice words to say to the little fellow. Soroban, mayhap it would be prudent to prepare your ship for our immediate departure. As you wish. Everything is in order, then let us be off. The Sekusugimi barracks are to the north. I just want to see what Tataru says again. Talking tortoises, talking catfish. I tell you, though, it's when the bears start talking that you need to worry. That, my friend, spells the end of civilization as we know it. Alright, we need talking bears in the game now. If we don't already have them, I can't think of any. Maybe we do. I don't know. I'm sure this is the way. Oh, we gotta... I have aetherites I could have taken. A dingus. Still getting used to running in this city. Maybe a little confusing, to say the least. Say at least. Oh, I think I'm in the wrong way. I am. I mean, there's a bridge to the north that goes into the barracks, but it's going a long way around. Have we attuned to this? We have not. I must ask that you wait here. You may be assured that this will not take long. Is it really going to be as simple as he says, do you think? He said it wouldn't take long, right? Because this feels a bit long to me. Calm down, Lise. Everything is going to be all right. Much as I hate to admit it, I share Hancock's dim view of government officials as their supposed incorruptibility. From what I've gleaned of the Far East, they're probably exchanging lengthy pleasantries. There seems to be a correct way to do everything here, bribery being no exception. I say we leave them to it, right, MSQ? Right. Everything's fine. Probably. I mean, it couldn't be as bad as the last time we stood around waiting for something to happen. Not but last night.
How about you?
Was that? That was Gazetsu. I'm sure of it. He's in trouble. Lise, wait!
I suppose we should follow her then.
Victory to the samurai! How many is that now? 10 in a row?
Gazetsu!
Oh, this is a surprise! What in blue blazes are you three doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. We've been looking all over for you, and then I suddenly heard you screaming.
It would seem there has been a misunderstanding. Allow me to explain.
So, in summary, you started a brawl with some off-duty Imperial soldiers and were subsequently arrested by the Sekisugumi, whom you somehow befriended and convinced to set you free if you could defeat a given number of them in single combat.
10 bouts for my freedom, aye. 'Tis but a pity you came too late to witness the last one. And with that, I'm free to go, yes?
Our word once given may not be broken, but we pray you make every effort to avoid future altercations. Circumstances notwithstanding, my lord, we are honored and grateful to have witnessed firsthand the skill of a Doma samurai.
And we had just concluded negotiations. I gather my assistance was not required.
Don't look at us. I must apologize that you endured such trials and tribulations in search of me. There's no need for that. We had no way of knowing we would come looking for you. You were after a ship to take you to Doma, yes? It just so happens we have found a willing captain. Truly? What fortune? We will tell you all about it back at the company offices. Alphanode and Tataru are waiting for us there. I'm gonna take a mini Aetheryte this time. That's what I'm gonna do. Kusetsu, thank the 12 you are unharmed. As you can see, Master Alphanode, I am the very picture of health. You, vile fiend, malevolent trickster, how kind the kami are to grant me vengeance so soon. But first I demand you to return the coin you so villainously embezzled from me. You have every right to be angry, good sir. Gladly would I return to you your coin had I not been forced to repay certain gambling debts beforehand. Setting that matter aside for the moment, where is Lady Yugiri? Was she not traveling with you? For a time, aye, but we parted ways some while ago, the better to improve our chances of finding Lord Hien. Lord Hien? Forgive me, I have yet to explain. Lord Hien is the heir to Doma's throne and our master. He was a passionate voice for the cause of Doma liberation, and when we learned of the Emperor's death, it only grew louder. So you seized upon the opportunity and rose up to reclaim your freedom, only for your hopes to be dashed when Xenos led his army into your lands. The Crown Prince was a merciless foe. Against him and the might of the 12th, we had no choice. Once Lord Hien understood this, he bade Yugiri take to the sea with as many of our people as possible. He, however, would stand and fight, that they might have more time to escape. I remained by his side. Together, we carried on our doomed war, and then one day in a fierce battle we were separated. I knew not what became of him, only that he was beyond the Empire's reach, and that to find him, I would need Yugiri's aid. The situation grows more perilous by the day, for the new Viceroy, Yotsuyu, is a black-hearted villainess who delights in the torment of our people. It's becoming Arnold, and I'm sorry. There is naught she would do to further her pursuit of Lord Hien. Devolving, I was doing that so much. Thank you. I believe that makes matters a good deal clearer. It should please you to learn that we are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front in resuming their efforts to overthrow their imperial oppressors. Then allow me to join you. My inquiries here bore no fruit, hence my desire to return to Arthur. Once there, I can lead you to our headquarters in Yanxia, where we shall all be reunited with Yugiri. Mayhap not all. Alphanode's talents would seem better applied here in Kugane, working closely with Tataru and Hancock to feed us intelligence. There is a Garlean embassy just down the road, after all. While I appreciate the vote of confidence, I should be glad to accompany you all. As a soldier in the field, so to speak. Come now, brother. A competent commander assigns his soldiers the task best suited to them, as you of all people should know, and you are so very good at espionage and intrigue. For we all must serve each in our own way. Very well. It would seem my place is here. Stormblood is waiting at the pier. Have fun, you lot. I don't think I have a mini aetheryte for the pier. Yeah, I don't. Okay. Then from here go west. I might give my guy a quick haircut. Maybe better match Stormblood. Now having gone through Aroma Born and let me grab this mini aetheryte and Heaven's Ward. Like Aroma Reborn and a Heaven's Ward, it made sense. It just made sense to me for him to have this sort of long hair. But I think for Stormblood, I think we're gonna switch up the look. So I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. I actually had to unlock the esthetician first, but this is what we went with. So I figured Aroma Born and Heaven's Ward, our hair might have grown a little bit longer. And so here we are. This is our Stormblood look. I've been waiting for you, my friends. All preparations have been completed, and my shop awaits its patient. My ship awaits its passengers. Shall we depart without further delay? If you insist, with me, everyone. The Ruby Sea awaits. And we're all the way over here. Sorry, it's just funny they showed us this big ass map and we moved like an inch. Goose.
I remember the water, how it turned crimson in the morning sun. A shimmering sea of rubies, stretching from horizon to horizon. You could almost believe it went on forever. But beyond that red expanse lay a land in turmoil. On the shores of Othar, our Doman brothers struggled in vain.
How wide and beautiful she is, the Ruby Sea, filled with promise and adventure and treasures, many wonderful treasures. Now, in order to reach the shores of Othard, you will need to cross the resplendent waters you see before you. However, this is easier said than done. To set forth without making the necessary preparations is to invite the Confederacy to claim your vessel, and your life should you resist. It's like becoming... It was Asian, that it's starting to get Spanish. It's really hard to do these voices. But this fate can be avoided by paying the ruby tithe, thereby earning you the blessing of the pirate lords. So, let us go and greet them. Our destination is the isle to the west. It doesn't look very far to me, MSQ. Why don't we jump in and swim for it? I've had my fill of boats. An excellent idea. I think you shall find the water to your liking. I will use my ship to deliver those less inclined to the isle. Dang, Lise, you just gonna sign me up for that? If we swim together, sure. She cray. She cray. Oh, there she is. Oh, this is our first time in water, really. Right, this should be easy, and a good way to loosen up before the next fight, whenever it comes. 20 gil says I beat you there. Well, funny how you made me lose my sprint and use a shortcut. Where are we on the actual grand scheme of things? Oh, I see. Ah, there you are. I trust you enjoyed yourselves. Follow me, my friends. The one with whom we must speak is a man named Tansui. The Kami, it's really you. I know not how to thank you, Mask. We caught wind of a secret insurgent meeting and came here hoping to learn something of their plans. But they were the ones who knew of ours. They were expecting us and had laid a trap before we knew what was happening. The Hingans live by a rigid caste system, wherein one's standing in society is inherited rather than earned. My comrade, he had hailed from a poor farming village. His family grew scarcely enough to pay their lord his dues. It was all they could do not to starve. In order to escape the shackles of his birth, he sought a new life in Kugane, a more progressive district, where a man may yet rise above his station. He became a samurai in hopes that he might one day have the power to bring about change to an irrational system that holds people hostage to their birth. Souls such as him make up the Sekisugume, those raised with a plow in hand and not a blade. You'll find none among us born into a samurai family. Ours is a ragtag band gathered from the lower rungs of society. I need to wear my glasses. Yet for our disparate origins, we are patriots all. Ugetsu and his cohorts too claim to be patriots, but in order to bring about their change, they would as soon as see our nation razed to the ground. As with any nation, Hingashi is not free of problems. Far from it. But should the Bakufu be toppled, the great lords would rise against each other in a bid for power. The realm would be transformed into a battlefield, and another age of blood would begin. If we are to prevent this, if we are to protect the peace, Ugetsu must not be allowed to succeed, no matter the cost. Forgive me, now is not the time to hold forth on my passions. Really? Now, after all that? I shall bear my comrade back to the barracks. Pray join me there. You done gave us a novel already, then you want to be like, I spoke too much of my passions. Talk to this dude real fast. Welcome to Sakazuki, arguably the most important of the Confederate outposts. From here, we have a clear view of the Ruby Sea in its entirety. Walk up these steps and have a look for yourself if you don't believe me. Thanks. I'm actually going to really quickly pause this recording and then go back in the VOD from yesterday and reread all of this stuff regarding the Confederacy and the Ruby Sea because I was distracted by chat and everything that was popping off. And I want a clear view of where we are and who these people are. So I'm going to pause right here in front of Tansui. Be right back. And actually scratch that. I'm unable to scrub through the footage because, and I don't know, and if anybody else records streams with OBS, ever since they made this change where you can there's a pause and an unpause for when you're recording. Now when I go back into that video, that file, once the recording's done, I can't scrub through it. I can't like skip ahead. I can't scrub through. I can't click ahead in the video. It's just you're unable to. Maybe it's the program I'm using, but let me know if anybody else has that issue and if there's a workaround. But anyways, I'll learn about the Confederacy later in like 10 videos after 10 videos uploaded. My upload speed's just garbage. Anyways, this is all a bunch of stuff that has nothing to do with nothing. I fear you have the advantage of me. The nice staff. Most honorable and esteemed MSQ Plagiar, I am Tansui, a humble mate who serves at the pleasure of the Confederacy's captain. As you are in the company of the Shellback, I presume we have business to discuss. Oh, You wish to pay the ruby tithe, yes? With your gil, perhaps. It is just as well. Foreign currencies are in demand these days. I would pay for their passage to Arthur. Does this sum meet with your satisfaction? The sea has been quite tempestuous of late. I cannot say with confidence that you would reach your destination safely, unless you tripled it. Do you take me for a fool? I know the price is due all. Alas, we live in interesting times. Interesting times. As you came from Kugane, I should think I need not tell you that. Shadow of war looms. The wise and the cautious shirk our waters and our custom, and the foolhardy sharpen their knives in anticipation. Meaning? Sir, you've got to come quickly. The bastards are at it again. I tried to convince them to stop, but they weren't having it. Very well, I will be there shortly. A proposition. Your comrades strike me as a worthwhile investment. I would not hear men name me a cat before Koban, so I shall consider their tithe paid. Not for what they have done, but for what I expect they will do. I'm not sure what to make of that, man, but at least the matter of our tithe is settled, for now. What was that he and the other pirate were talking about? Maybe we ought to go and have a look. Starbon was the only one taken aback by that suggestion. Can't run through there. How far is this? Oh, wow. That goes on forever, literally. It's crazy. I want to know about more. I know that that's heaven on high, but I want to know the lore behind that. That's wild. I think I've read it before, but it's just, I want more. More. Right, we're around the corner from there now. Molten crabs. Gasame. I wonder if that has like an actual translation. Oh, Baku Strongblade. Oh, I see. There's Alice. They're all over there. What am I doing here? That'll make no sense. Oh, they were coming to me. I see. Oh, it's the red shells. Open of the red or something.
Gentlemen, I'm told you were most unreceptive to my associate's requests. I realize you do not look kindly on the Confederacy and her ways, but if you refuse to pay the ruby tithe, your safety in these waters cannot be assured.
Spare me your concern, pirate. Your feeble attempts at extortion will not work on us. You remain at large because we allow it. Because you are such insignificant little pests that we see no need to swat you. But if you wish to risk the ire of the Viceroy, by all means, fire upon an Imperial vessel. Give us a reason to bring the full might of the Gallian Empire to bear against your pathetic fleet.
bastards!
Gentlemen, surely the fact that you have such limitless resources at your disposal gives you all the more reason to spare some few coins for the less fortunate.
All talk, just as I thought. Come, let us away. I have no time for this rubbish.
I wouldn't help the Imperials, and I'm not going to help the Confederacy just to extort people. Like, come on.
We're all the same to them, aren't we? Savages to be ruled or slaughtered.
They are extorting people.
They've
Pirates,
always
I
balked
guess.
at paying the ruby tithe, but they were never so eager to pick a fight. The problem, you see, is that many of my comrades in the Confederacy are of Doman descent, and the acting viceroy, well, she's none too fond of Domans, to say the least. If we take any action to hinder the safe passage of an Imperial vessel, she'll accuse us of attempting to foment rebellion and brand us enemies of the Empire, which we can ill afford to be. Like the man said, we're all talk.
Then why the fuck are we paying you?
And where did the Kojin stand in all this?
Kojin, not Koban.
With the winning side, of course. They're mercenaries to a fault, eager to offer their services without coercion. The Shellback could tell you more, though something tells me he would rather not.
On here.
I don't understand. If the Garleans are causing the Confederacy this much trouble, and if so many of you are Doman to begin with, why aren't you willing to fight back?
Spoken like a true friend of the Doman Liberation Front. If you're planning to rouse us with noble words and grand promises, don't bother. We all know what the Imperial Army can do. Compared to them, we're boys with boats. Besides, what ties a man may once have held to his home are forsaken upon joining the Confederacy. We look out for none but our own. Be that as it may, our livelihood is under threat. And the captain will need to decide soon whether we're to go down in a blaze of glory or bow and scrape for crumbs from the Emperor's table. All while our friend the Viceroy continues her purge of Doma's radical elements. I believe she's holding court in one of the fishing villages even as we speak.
That she-devil! Her perfidy knows no bounds! She must be stopped! Come, let us find Soroban and put us here at once!
Tell the others that these ones have paid. We all have places to be.
I mean, let me just say this. I like how, when I say I like, I don't like. I don't like how the ruby tithe is to be paid, but it preys on the weak. And the Confederacy, especially Tansui, would scowl at the Garleans who do the same thing as them. Now, granted, they're probably not extorting like they are, but they do prey on the weak, and they're like, you're just like the Garlean said, you're weak, you're pathetic, you're just an ant or a fly to swat, and you're not even worth that. And so it's like, how are you gonna be upset at the Garleans who are not necessarily extorting you? I mean, they're taking your lands and stuff, so maybe they are. But it's like that you're gonna turn around and do the same. You're no better than they are. So fuck you, buddy. What are we waiting for? Come, Soroban cannot have gone far. Though now that I think on it, it is passing strange that he left without warning. Mayhap he did not wish to be seen by his Kojin brethren. I doubt he thought to leave us behind, but nevertheless, it may be prudent to return to his ship, or at least to the Confederate encampment. And there's no fudge. There's no freaking mini aetherites here. Well, not anywhere close to where we need to be. Oh, my friends, 1,000 pardons. As you may have guessed, I was reluctant to be seen in your company by my red brothers. Ours is a complex relationship. I pray you do not misinterpret their actions as a reflection of our allegiances as a whole. You understand? Kami be praised. Too often our shell is quick to judge all Kojin for the deeds of one. Right then, now that our business with Tansui is concluded, we can traverse the Ruby Sea without fear. I shall return to the ship and prepare for our departure. If you have any remaining business to conduct with the pirates here, I pray you do so now. Ah, that reminds me. MSQ, would you be so kind as to inform the Confederates of our plan? The more they know of our movements, the less likely we are to be mistaken for another vessel by their comrades. Oh, you're one of the agent from the beach, leaving us already? No need to pay the tithe like Tonsui said. On the other hand, if you were to peruse our wares and find anything to your liking, we should be glad to sell it to you for a fair price. Hiya! You have spoken with the Confederates up above, then. Excellent. If you are ready to depart, we may do so at any time. Let us be off. I shall deliver you to the fishing village of Isari. Wait, Tansui, you said that the Viceroy was holding court in one of the fishing villages, did he not? Should Isari chance to be the village in question, we could instantly find ourselves surrounded by Imperial soldiers. I think it's safer to come ashore some distance away. Very well. I know just the place. Here we are. I am reasonably certain none bore witness to our approach, and with this I believe I have fulfilled the terms of our agreement. Aye, that you have. You have my deepest thanks, Araban. Truly, we are blessed to have befriended such a clever and industrious merchant. Oh, you are much too kind, good sir. I know not where your path may lead, but I wish you the very best, and hope that we shall meet again. So we finally arrived in Arthard. All we need to do now is, liberate Doma. Ah, yes, that. Look, daunting though it is, we do have one thing in our favor. The element of surprise. Unlike in Gearbania, the Imperials don't know we're here. Admittedly, that may be our only advantage, considering how few of us are there. Well, I expect the Doman Liberation Front will even up the odds a bit. But before all that, we need to see if the fishing village Tansui was talking about. I fucked that up. Not if. May well be. I smell ceruleum on the breeze.
accounting for the rebellion, such indiscriminate shows of force seem pointlessly excessive.
If only you knew how commonplace such scenes have become. Are we too late?
Over there, someone's coming.
It is she, sworn enemy of Doma, of my master. The traitor who sold her homeland to the Garleans. Yotsuyu.
The Viceroy herself. And look behind her. Isn't that...
Filth and squalor everywhere. How very dull. What I wouldn't do for a drink.
I don't know if she's speaking mumbling softly on purpose, but she's hard to hear.
You've no reason to look so afraid.
Never mind.
You have lived through a quarter of a century of Garlean rule, remember? 'Tis better to bend with the wind than stand tall and be broken. Therein lies hope. Therein lies freedom. I come before you today seeking affirmation. A heartfelt declaration. You are free to answer me as you see fit, yet even the least among you should know the correct response. Should. A resident of your village, one of your neighbors, mayhap your friend, was detained by the Korjin this morning. They say he was attempting to flee to Kugane. But we both know that simply isn't true, don't we? Have you anything to say? Bit slow, this one. Is there anyone more sensible among you? Have any of you anything to say? To swear?
My lady, I swear to serve the Empire, to do whatever is asked of me, and never disobey.
Well said, that man. Of course, it wouldn't do to simply take you at your word. Kill him. Surely you can do that much. He must be guilty of something or other, or he wouldn't have attempted to flee the Empire.
I have a family. Kami, forgive me. Kami, forgive me.
Ooh.
Very, very good. I've always had a soft spot for men like you. Next, I want you to shoot those two over there. Too old to work, you understand. A burden on the Empire. We can't have that.
But they're my parents. You can't expect me to...
We will show them no mercy.
Stop and think for a moment. If you go charging in now, every one of those villages is as good as dead. We must consider the wider picture. If we act recklessly, we risk alerting the Garleans to our presence here, making it that much harder for us to work with the local rebels. To say nothing of the reprisals ordinary civilians would be made to suffer.
Open your eyes, girl. They are already suffering. Let me go. I am putting an end to this madness. I will approach the village alone and identify myself as a former leader of the rebellion and a known fugitive. They will wish to detain me until they are certain they have learned all I know. Use this time to make your plans.
Smart.
You saw what those monsters did to the villagers. Who knows what they'll do to you, assuming they don't kill you where you stand?
We live and die at the pleasure of the Kami. My fate is in their hands and no others. If it be of any comfort, I am no stranger to chains.
You can't expect us to stand idly by as a comrade goes marching off to his death. And this is nothing like Kugane.
Nor is it like the Reach, Lise, or the Wall. Let him go.
Her gloves are sick.
Hold out for as long as you can, but remember, noble sacrifices are to remain an absolute last resort. I wish I could say it won't come to that, but only the gods know how we're going to get you and the others out in one piece. A miracle, perchance.
A great tower stands to the north and east. Look to its occupants for aid and succor. Together, you may yet find your miracle. Now,
Heaven on high.
leave this place. I must go.
Another idiot like all the rest. I'm beginning to think it may be something fundamental, something intrinsic, something quintessentially Doman to ignore the simple truth. You can't do a damn thing if you're dead.
Enough, Yotsuyu!
Well now, this is a surprise.
Hear me, Yotsuyu! Cease this farce, here and now, and I shall surrender myself to you. Refuse, and all shall answer to my blade.
Bring him to the tavern.
I hated as much as you, but maybe even more. Every fiber of my being was crying out to intervene, but what's done is done. Usetsu's gamble has gifted us the time we need to find a solution. He bade us seek aid at the distant tower, yes. For want of a better idea, I say we do just that, while taking care to avoid the Imperials. Ah, so you mean by water? By water is what you mean, aye? Alright, I just swam so far. 2 sprints worthy. We seem to have evaded their patrol so far. What is that tower anyway? I've never seen anything like it. According to my map, we are on Onokoro, and the tower is known as Heaven on High, mysterious structure built long ago by persons unknown. Let's listen to me. I'm starting to sound like Alpha Node. Next thing you know, I'll be saying things like, as you are doubtless already aware. Over there, do you see it? Doesn't look like it's been dead long. Whoever did this, they're a good shot. I can't see a single stray arrow. Well, someone's hungry. Wait, that wasn't either of you two, was it? Calm down. We have nothing to do with... Wait, what am I doing? They can't possibly understand us. Probably not, no. Time to run, Lise. We save our strength for any that give chase. You too, MSQ. Let me kick their ass. Let me kick their ass. Let me at them. Let me at them. Easy peasy. These things are huge, though. Oh, shit. Just imagine if they'd taken us by surprise. What a fine ending that would have been to our story. Anyway, I think it's safe to assume that the people at the tower know how to defend themselves. You'd have to sharing an island with these things. Now all we need to do is convince them to help us. Da, 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 da. There's a settlement here. And they've gotten their own aetheryte. Wait a minute. I've seen that standard before. It was when we met with Tansui, which means this place belongs to... Oh. It would seem we have found a Confederate settlement. Mayhap even their headquarters, judging by the size of the place. So, Gosetsu bade us seek out the Confederacy for aid and succor. Self-same Confederacy that refuses to openly oppose the Empire. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. At the very least, they're unlikely to ask us for the tithe. Let me attune first. There's Tansui. What brings you hither of all places? Were you not bound for Arthur's shores? I see. I trust you have not forgotten our previous conversation on the subject. No? Then what do you want, a second opinion? Very well. Come with me. I will take you to the captain, Rasho. Just like that, an audience with their leader. How very accommodating. We must needs choose our words carefully. You leave it to me. I've always been good with people, and this will also give me a chance to use the Eastern greeting they showed me in Revenant's Toll. Oh, that's right. We did go around with the domans and stuff. I thought she learned how, like, etiquette on eating. Tea and eating or something. Oh, she learned how to use chopsticks. Did I go the wrong way? Or is this... wrong way? But that's going to do it for this block anyways. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. It seems to me like this is just the better way to do it without streaming live on Twitch. So we'll stick to the format. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see more, we'll see you in the next one.